Hello, guys. Today we're talking about Delaware. So Delaware is a state that exists. I don't think anyone knows that Delaware, outside of anyone knows that Delaware. Not many people know that Delaware exists. So Delaware is a state that just exists, basically. Delaware's string trends are very, 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 very strange. Okay, very, very strange. Delaware was now 58%, but last time, Delaware voted only like 11 points towards Hillary. Delaware was a strange state. Okay, the trends in the state are very strange. Romney was a symbol, margin, and then we of course go back to 2008 and then 2004. And then Delaware was much closer. And Delaware's strings are very, yeah, but this is Delaware in a nutshell. Delaware is a strange state. But Delaware has not really voted for a Republican since, I think, Ronald Reagan. It has gotten close a couple of times. But yeah, the last time it voted red was when Bush won the state. Bush won the state. That was the last time it went red. But the Northeast, there were a couple things I have to tell you about Delaware. Okay, everybody ignores, the civics poll when it comes to Delaware. Like, they talk about the pool when it comes to the important swing states. Yeah, Delaware isn't really an important swing state, if it was. But if you look at the map, this is the map, the United States. Okay, Delaware is at 51%. It has gone up in Delaware, but Delaware's approval rating for Joe Biden is around like 12 points. This is his home state. Okay. And Joe Biden might be in trouble in his home state. My negative 12 approval has gone down if we compare it to a state like Pennsylvania. Okay. Pennsylvania is like nearly double digits disapproval. But for a long time, Delaware had the same disapproval of Joe Biden. Okay. As states like Florida, as states like Florida, as states like North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Arizona, okay, and I've and of course states like Michigan and Wisconsin, okay, it's still like around like Wisconsin, Virginia, and North Carolina, okay. The state is still in a double digits approval. Illinois is now actually in a positive approval now, but you have Massachusetts and Vermont, and Maryland and Illinois are the only states. I think California will soon have a positive approval as well, but you have states like Colorado, which have still a negative 10%. California, even California has a negative approval, and Illinois is a 2-point approval. Okay, but Delaware has does as well as approval as Minnesota and New Mexico. New Mexico is pretty bad for approval. But Delaware is not really, Biden's home state. Even if they close the gap, okay, with the 10% undecided vote, for Joe Biden, it's still like a -1, -2 approval, which is for a home state advantage is very abysmal. Okay, very abysmal. Okay, as well, it's very abysmal for someone who won the state by 17, 18 points. Okay, for someone who won the state by that margin, he is not. He's doing just as badly as Pennsylvania, where it's only won by a couple points. Okay, and I think Delaware was a state to watch in the midterms, just like New Jersey and the other Northeast. Okay, the Northeast is an area to watch in the midterms. It's an area that I think is an important place to watch in the midterms as well. And you know that there's not really much to talk about Delaware besides that, but I think in 2024 Delaware might become because of Joe Biden, because if you look at stuff like inflation, gas prices, and all this stuff that is affecting the people of America, I think there might be a massive trend, a massive, call in states like Delaware and stuff for, Joe Biden not to win the state. Of course, the media is still going to say Joe Biden's going to win Delaware. He probably might still hold on to it, but by a lesser margin than people think it will, okay? So, that's basically about Delaware. So, do you think that I don't think Delaware is safe blue in 2024. In the future, Delaware is a very, very tricky state, okay, to talk about, okay. I think Delaware is going to be a state that will swing back and forth, okay. It will be a state that no one's going to campaign in, but it's just going to swing anyways with the national average, okay. It used to be like that state. It used to be like that type of state where it swings back and forth, but no longer. It is now becoming a blue state, but it might become a state where it swings back and forth because really, people, most people in America don't, outside of Joe Biden, who lives obviously in Delaware, whose home state is Delaware, most candidates don't know that Delaware exists, which is probably why Delaware was slowly trending to the Republican Party. Because outside of 2008, no one really, Delaware wasn't in the, outside of the big city, Wilmington. I think that's like a big city in Delaware. Considering that there's no one in Delaware. Delaware also did recently pass 1 million people in population, so congratulations to Delaware. For having 1 million people now. Still will probably be a state that no one knows about. So that's basically about this video. Goodbye.